Alright guys, I found my first mouse nest. It's tearing apart this van, and I had seen obvious signs of a mouse before. I knew there had been a mouse in my van a couple of times since living in my van and taking trips in my van. I can't remember how long ago it was. Maybe a year ago I had some issues where I actually caught a couple mice, but let me show you their nest. So down here, it looks like they like M&Ms. So a little bit of Havelock wool, a little bit of M&Ms, and that makes for a nice little home. Alright, so I got this wall exposed, and I'm going to show you guys how I did my framing before. I used 1x2s, and you can tell they're not treated. And then I just used 1/4 inch, and they're like 1.5 inches long, and I secured them to this rib right here. And that literally is the only thing it's secured to. And then it was just secured to that bed thing that I had here. I had it all cranked into that, and surprisingly it worked, but that's crazy. Do you have Reflectix behind everything? And look at this, guys. You can see the Havelock wool. It's settled. There's some of it back there. You can see that none of this has insulation because it all settled. So I am going to keep the Havelock wool, but I'm going to put 3M Thinsulate in there as well. So I'm going to get these walls down, the dresser out, and the shower out, this toilet out, and then this side of the van will be ready. And you can see this. Oh, I just can't believe I used this rocker switch, and you can see all the wires from the van are coming to here. And so anytime I would turn on the water pump, my lights would flicker. So all of this is going to be on their own designated lines now. If I can get them out of that wall, that's going to be the biggest trick. So I may have to have my dimmer switches here because of that reason. Live and learn, live and learn. All right, for those of you that were curious on what type of shower base I had, it was literally one of those mop basins, 24 by 24, and I elevated it because of the drain, because it's got a 4-inch drain in it. So that's coming out, and it's not going back in. All right, you can see I had to reduce that from 4 inches all the way down to a 1/2 inch. And that's why that had to sit up so high. And ultimately, you know, it was really tight for me. I'm super happy with the base. You can tell by looking in here, there was, oh, let me see if I can lighten it. Yeah, there's no water damage in there at all. But yeah, you can tell nothing in here has been wet. So that was a nice install. Just a small holder cap and clamp off the line outside, and that's coming out. All right, you can see that whole section has no insulation on it because that's settled. And I can tell by how bunched up this is that that has none on it as well. And I was trying not to spray this. You can tell I did. You can tell I did spray that, and it still did not hold. So I'm going to put Thinsulate up, put the framing up, and then I'm going to squeeze this Havelock wool back in there. But up there where it could not go anywhere, it looks good. But like I said, here, I imagine over here, yeah, yep, no insulation there. So my van's going to be a lot warmer with the remodel. I got my visitors helping me with the demolition.
What's the work? What's behind? Just metal behind this, Johnny?
Insulation, and then the outside of the van. Yep, so just like that. Yeah. He's pulling,
Oh, so you got these up in here.
yeah, I've got those. Watch your knuckles there. I'm gonna...
So then are we cutting this piece off, or is it?
You know what, we're gonna cut it. Because it goes all the way behind there. Yeah. Yep, and I want... Look at pin nails I use. Those are like... We'll take you guys in here. We are ripping the galley apart. Les is helping me. Mary is helping me. And underneath there, I'm happy to report that there's not a mouse nest, which makes every van lifer happy. And I ran those pipes underneath there so that I would have more galley space. Les, you can cut those pipes. Yeah, you don't have to. Yep. There might be a little bit of residual water in them, but we're going to be cleaning this thing up anyway.
How about this? What do you have?
What's holding?
This here, this cable, water line.
Yeah.
This wire.
Yeah, it's off. Let me see. Is DC off? Let me. There you go. That wire going through the floor, I want to keep those. That's my ball valve. So I want to make sure that that stays intact. There you go. Easy peasy. You guys are tearing apart my home.
I know. That's right.
First, I know. We've been burning the pieces that we take out of here because I really don't have a place to put them. Les, if you flip that up the other way, there you go.
So much easier.
Look how easy that was. Les says, you want some help with anything? I was like, I'll never turn down help. Now I'm recording and he's on his hands and knees, busting his butt. Good job. I guess we'll just carry that whole thing out of here because it's screwed in. I'll unscrew it and then,
Where is it? Oh, right there.
yeah, yeah, and in the back against the wall.
About 10-inch screws in there.
I'm just gonna, oh, maybe the oscillating tool, you think?
Yeah, probably. So that goes all the way in there, don't it?
Yeah.
Screw right there.
I stripped the wall down so I could show you guys. You can see how that Havelock wool settled. So, at first I thought, oh, maybe I just didn't stuff it enough. But you can tell it's all settled pretty much about the same. So, these fell out. But you can see this is all, it's settled. And I did it how the video said. But, yeah, we're going to redo that. They are priming my furring strips. Les and Bernadette are here. And he said, let's start cutting. So I've got Mary and Jane and Bernadette and Les. And who knows what time it is on a Friday night.
This is what we do with our.
It's only 10 to 8.
Yes, that's all.
I got my hot wire mess. It was so crazy. I just had that one little rocker panel there. Got my wires figured out. That one's going to go to the dresser area. That's going to go the fan and the ball pump. Got one. I never even had 12-volt wire over by the galley, and there's a wire ran over there, and it was behind the wall. So I ran it originally and tested it, and we're good. So for right now, I'm going to leave that box there and that, probably leave that alone for right now and just focus on the main living area. So I'm so excited.